If you like this video, click on that subscribe button and be notified of more great ideas. There's something that's been annoying me for quite some time now, and I decided to do something about it. When I'm grinding on my belt grinder, put the metal on the grinder here. Of course we see sparks, but what we don't see is the static electric buildup that's being stored in your body. Once that gets high enough, it's going to jump from my hand to this plate, or if I happen to touch this plate, I'm going to get a shock. So the solution for that would be to go out and buy yourself an anti-shock strap for your arm. Now, I'm not all that familiar with these, but if it's on there real tight, it wouldn't be a safe thing to do, because if the strap got caught somewhere and wound up in the belt, you're going to get your hand pulled into the grinder. Now, that might not be the case. I think they're Velcro type. It may come loose. But before I investigate further, I decided to test my theory out. And we're going to have you take a look at this. I have a multimeter over here. And let me get the camera a little closer for you. I've got the multimeter over here. We've got the black lead from the multimeter connected to a ground that's connected to my grinder stand here. Now the red lead on the multimeter goes on over to a piece of metal that I'm going to put on the grinding, on the belt. So we'll take a look at that, and you can watch that multimeter as the charge builds up. Here we go. And I've taken it off. So it actually does produce a charge. So what I've got here is an alligator clip. I don't know, it might be a foot or so long. And the other end is connected to an elastic band. I've got a keychain ring there that goes under the band and is touching my wrist. Now I take this end of this, I'm going to go over to the grinder and put it anywhere that's a ground on the grinder. Now I'm connected to that grinder, and I should be able to, let's just grab a piece of metal here. I can grab a piece of metal and I can grind that all I want now, and I'm not going to get a shock. And that seems to work pretty good for me, and I may investigate further to see how safe it would be to actually use a wristband that you can purchase for working with electronics. Well, I did a little research on the internet, and I couldn't find an anti-static band that said it would break loose if it were caught in machinery. So I went to the hardware store and bought some Velcro. And I made a Velcro strap that just comes off or on pretty easy. And I put that little key ring on the strap. Now, instead of attaching the alligator clip to the little key ring, I put a magnet in the alligator clip, and it just hangs onto there. Anything happens and this gets pulled, it's just going to come right off, so it won't be a problem. So I think I've solved my problem.